Good afternoon, Renegades fans, and welcome to GoGades.com live stream action of Bakersfield College men's basketball here at the Gill Bishop Memorial Gymnasium. This is Rob Chavez alongside my partner, not just on the gridiron, but now here on the hard court, Mr. Kenny Calvin himself. Little emotion here with that national anthem, and right before that, a well-deserved moment of silence for one of the greatest junior college coaches of all time. I mean, we're talking throughout the United States, Coach Jerry Collis, who just passed away this past week.
You know, and it hit me in the heart because I really hadn't even had time to process Coach Collis passing. You know, I got a message from VP Vance Palm, the day it happened, and I was going through so much other personal stuff that I really haven't had a chance to process it. But, you know, coming back up to the campus for the first time this year and being able to share the deck with you guys is really an emotional moment. It's going to be a great day for BC Renegade basketball, but rest in peace, Coach Collis.
That's right, Coach Collis. Again, I had an opportunity to interact with Coach Collis here and there, through mutual relationships, being with Bakersfield College and also his family as well. And a nice term of endearment, used to always call us chili dippers. So we're going to go ahead and get started here and talk a little bit about Bakersfield College taking on Santa Monica here today, as we have the opening tip controlled by BC. Renegades going to give it off to Tyler Silva, their point guard, who gives it right back over to Elijah Williams. Williams back over to Silva. Silva at the top of the key, looking outside for an outlet. Finally gets one at the baseline. A lot of traffic in the lane there. Finally gets it out. 7 seconds to shoot, and a three-pointer by Tyler Silva is up and good. Fantastic way to get this game started off.
Yeah, seeing Silva's numbers, he's a true team leader. It's great to see him get the first bucket.
And now he's got the ball again after a missed attempt by Santa Monica. Kicked out to Andrew Hill. Hill caught in traffic, gets the ball out over to Sean Johnson. Johnson in the lane, lays it up, grabs his own rebound, gets a foul and the hoop. Going to have a chance for a three-point opportunity right here.
You know, the Renegades may have not had a great year record-wise, but they've been able to compete game in and game out, coming out with some great intensity.
One of the things that Julian and I, and again, Julian Wilson, our director here, the man of many, many, many talents, standing by right here. We were talking last game as that free throw attempt is no good. Rebound to Santa Monica. We were talking about the conditioning of the Renegades and how that seemed to get them, because the Renegades were tied up after about 11 minutes in the game with West LA, but West LA ended up winning that game by about 20. Because we got Santa Monica at the top of the key, feeds it inside. Tyler Silva with a good front right there on a mismatch. The ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. Second turnover of the game so far for Santa Monica.
You know, partner, we joked about it earlier. The Southern California teams always come in here with a chip on their shoulder because we kick them around in so many other sports. They try to take advantage in the sports that they do well in, but right now the Renegades are on fire.
They are on fire. Just jumped out and have an opportunity to make this an 8-point ball game right here, as Hill gets the foul and the hoop inside. Left-hander shooting up that free throw, and it is good. So now we got an 8-0 ball game to get started out. Only a minute 23 off the clock here in the first half for the Renegades.
And right away, Santa Monica
comes and drives, and we get a charge being taken by the Renegades.
Yeah, I mean,
big man Eric Gallardo taking that charge.
You know, as you see them, partner, they're wanting to run and getting out. That was just an out of control attack right there, and great job by the Renegade defender.
Gallardo picked up some garbage time minute in that last home game here against West LA. Today was in the starting lineup for the Renegades at the center position, wearing number 25. The ball into Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, feeds it right back over to Silva. Silva gives it off to Hill. Hill to Gallardo. Gallardo's going to drive inside the key, gives it off to Silva. Silva's layup no good. Rebound out and tipped by Gallardo. Big hustle play, but we do have out of bounds by Gallardo. He tried to jump up and called the timeout midair. Wasn't able to get that.
Gallardo moving a lot of weight with a lot of speed right there. It's going to be hard to slow him down, but great effort by the young man.
Santa Monica bring the ball back up court. Little bank attempt, no good, but we do have a foul on the attempt. Gallardo is going to pick up that foul, and that is number 3 for Santa Monica. Raymond Watts going to be going to the line. Watts up.
Great effort by the Renegades coming out with some amazing intensity, because one of the things that usually happens against these Southern California teams, they come out so ready to run that if you can get up on them early, they'll tank it in.
Watts' first attempt, no good, but second one is good, so they finally get a scratch. Just under 18 minutes to play in the first half. Just underway here at Bakersfield College. Tyler Silva back at the top of the key to Andrew Hill. Hill looks over to Johnson. Johnson is going to take a nice left-handed layup, but it blows it off the back. Gallardo, another hustle play, gets that offensive rebound, and Johnson feeds it right back into Gallardo for 2.
Amazing entry pass after the quick touch pass inside.
Johnson had a good look at about a 12-footer, but seeing Gallardo flash right under the rim, was able to take that. As Santa Monica is going to take their first timeout down 10-1. You think they would have probably taken that timeout a little bit earlier. They just wanted to get it across the court.
Hey, man, I think the BC men heard Coach Cal in the house. Let's go.
So a lot of things been going on for you, Coach Cal, since football season's been over.
You know, mostly work. I mean, it's been crazy just being able to try to keep my facility staffed. So, you know, other than that, you know, we've been just creating and enjoying the day. You know, some of the other things we'll try to get into when we have a break. But, you know, it's definitely an honor to get up here and just be back part of the process. This has always been my therapy, coming to the Hill, the Palace on Panorama. So, you know, the tears for Coach Collis and just being able to walk in the gym and reflect on my late, great Uncle Manuel Calvin, the state champion Renegade basketball player.
Legend, Hall of Famer here at Bakersfield College.
Yeah, gotta love it. Go Gates.
And for those of you guys who are tuning in and taking a look down there and happen to take a look at some of the rosters that are here, you're going to see the guy with the basketball right now who gives it up, number 11 for Santa Monica. You might recognize that last name. Tomasi Gilgeous-Alexander, the brother of Sega himself, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who plays for Oklahoma City, as finally get their first field goal of the game with 17 minutes to go.
And that's one of those things that we talked about, partner. A lot of guys want to come and play in Southern California. Yes, got NBA little brothers on the court.
Williams gets out of trouble, kicks it right back, gets the ball, and nice little 11-footer from the baseline. 12-3 Renegades.
I'm such a huge fan of Coach Chavis' coaching style, but right now he got his guys playing lights out, and he's not even having to yell like he usually does.
Oh, well, you know, he's just getting warmed up. As the ball is inside, and nice move by the big man for Santa Monica, David Solomon, who finally gets on the board there. 12-5 Renegades. Just about 16 minutes to go in this first half. Ball is fed inside to Johnson. Johnson with a nice left-handed finger roll layup to keep this lead back at 9.
What I love most about the offense, they're getting all the shots they want in the paint. Beautiful offense by the Renegades.
So Gilgeous-Alexander is going to drive, and he's going to get a foul called on Williams. Non-shooting foul. Ball is going to be out of bounds at the baseline for Santa Monica. Williams had a good game for the Renegades last week here at home against West LA. Scored 17 points. Was in foul trouble a little bit earlier.
You know, and that's the thing about our Renegade basketball team. Yeah, record-wise, it hasn't been a phenomenal year, but it's been some great individual performances.
Yeah, Tyler Silva was leading the way last week, but again, was just up against some tough competition at West LA as we got a foul on Gallardo. That's the third team foul against the Renegades, as we've got a couple of new Renegades that will be checking into the game. Gallardo and Williams come out. Looks like we've got Jackson and Dickey in the game, both starters against West LA last week. We got Santa Monica with about 13 to shoot. Gilgis Alexander up at the top of the key. He's got Dickey on him. Dickey with some nice defense. Alexander gets the ball up. He is fouled on the way, so he's going to be shooting 2. It's kind of a hard defensive pickup right there for Taryn Dickey. Finally gets in the game and gets the assignment of brother of an NBA player.
I mean, and that's the thing that I always like to highlight about people who are questioning whether they should try the junior college experience.
Correct.
You're going to play against some of the greatest players in the country.
Yeah, I mean, again, Gilgis Alexander was at University of Evansville, decided to come back home, be around his brother before his brother went over to Oklahoma City, as Silva has it at the baseline. Gets it back up to Hill. Hill looks over to Johnson. Johnson with a defender right in front of him. Drives, slips, gets his composure, puts up a shot, it's no good. Rebounded to Santa Monica. Santa Monica is up with a fast break and a nice little 12-footer right there from Javion Medeiros.
Yeah, amazing pull-up. Amazing pull-up and nice touch.
So now Hill controls the basketball, slings it over to Silva. Silva's three-point attempt, no good, off the back of the rim. Rebound to Medeiros. Medeiros is going to bring it up once again pretty fast. And looks like we got traveling. Slid that pivot foot. Seen that a couple of times last week. And again, that's the difference when I was trying to explain this on the air last time. You're going to see some of these penalties that are called that aren't necessarily called at the NBA level. This is junior college level. You know, no.
Still teaching you how to play the game. They're still students.
We do not have a Shackton a fool to where you see 7 steps made before the dribble's put down. As the Renegades still with a 14-9 lead.
Look at the
Hill
intent.
Gets back out to Jackson, yeah.
You know, that one thing I wanted to highlight is the intent on getting a good shot by the Renegade offense. I'm very impressed by that. They're working to try to get shots inside, and if they're not, we'll take the deep shot. But that's good offense.
That was on the mark, just off the front of the rim right there for Hill. The rebound to Santa Monica. Gilgis Alexander with the basketball. Being guarded by Dickey. Gets the ball into Solomon. Solomon posting up. He's got a bit of a mismatch right there. Solomon is going to do what his coach is trying to tell him to do. Get down that low block and back in. Number 14, Ollie Fell.
Speaking of great individual performances, you talk about Dickey. He had a game where he went for 30 and 17. It's like phenomenal. Dream numbers.
Double team on Solomon. Solomon's baby hook shot, no good. Rebound to Fell. Fell gives it over to Hill. Hill's pushing it up court fast. Hill is going to bring that ball up and under, but he's going to get fouled along the way. Gilgis Alexander is going to be guilty of the harm. 13:46 remaining.
You know, I haven't watched a lot of BC basketball. I listen, you know, as I'm on the road and I'm traveling. But seeing how they're approaching the offensive end early in this first half has been beautiful. Every shot, other than the deep threes when everything is packed in the paint, has been in the paint.
They do not have the size advantage here. A little bit of a size disadvantage, but they are trying to have concerted effort at getting an open shot, but also getting it down in a low block. High percentage shots. As Hill's first free throw goes in.
And who that reminds me of, as you say that, RC, is guys like Tony Parker. He'll be the smallest player on the floor, but he leads the league in paint points when he was a player.
That's right.
Sometimes it's just about intent.
Hill's second free throw was no good, and the rebound went out to Santa Monica, who tossed it out of bounds. Ball out on the Renegades. Solomon, the big man, up at the top of the key. Ball back out to Gilgis Alexander, looking inside for Solomon once again. Fell on defense. They're going to have a double team right there with Dickey. We got 8 on the shot clock. Gilgis Alexander's shot no good from 3. Rebound over to BC. Great defense right there as the double team kept on coming down from that zone look from Coach Chavez. Now we got Jackson. Camonte slings it over. Now gets the ball over to Hill. Hill back over on top to Silva.
That's a
Silva
shot.
back over to Hill. Hill's taking a look, trying to get that open shot, just like you were saying, Kenny.
You know, Santa Monica's doing such a great job moving around, as you see.
That might have been a goaltend. Didn't go call, but Ollie Fell cleans it up, gets the basket. Another offensive rebound. That's one thing that the Renegades did very well, and they won convincingly against West LA, was the offensive rebounding battle, but they just weren't able to get any putbacks. This is the second time, though. And we got to look like a little bit of a flop right there from Big David Solomon. Tried to hook and then tried to act as if he was the one that got fouled along the way. And again, this is why this is the difference between junior college basketball and NBA. That one's going to get called on offense.
Right, and especially if you're the biggest player on the floor, you want to limit the flopping after the no call.
And seeing that nice hair as well, too. That shakes around. That calls a little bit more attention as well, too, as we've got traveling against Bakersfield College.
And that's why I always used to make my son cut his hair after he got in trouble in school.
You can't say that.
Sorry, come on.
You can't say that with Julian around, too. That power is right there in the hair. We got Santa Monica driving down the middle of the lane.
That's nice
no
defense.
Good. And I tell you, this defense is good. Is this field goal percentage for Santa Monica not very good so far tonight. Only shooting 42% so far. As Fell with that left hand. And that ball bounced around several times. Finally, the rebound goes over to Solomon.
But those are the shots you want, partner. You're getting them right in the paint. 5-footers.
Gilgis Alexander kicks it out. Ball right down the lane again. No good. Rebound to Jackson. And here comes Tyler Silva, the Frontier Titan himself, bringing the ball up court, getting pressure by Santa Monica, gets it back over to Jackson. Jackson to Silva. Silva down the middle of the lane, kicks it back out to Jackson. Good closeout defense right there from Santa Monica.
Loving the patience, though, partner.
Using all that shot clock for sure, as I know that Bakersfield College was rushing the shot a lot in the second half last week, but using a lot of that shot clock because we got 7 remaining as the ball goes out of bounds. Fell and Jackson come out of the game. We got Williams in the game.
Great design. Oh,
and the ball is stolen on the inbound. Ball's going to be pushed up. Got a fast break opportunity right here for Santa Monica. Hoop and the harm. Santa Monica's going to have a chance to make this a three-point play.
Oh, very frustrating because it looked like an amazing contest as the defender went straight up. And it looked like the offensive guy actually raised his knee up to go into the defender. So, no, you're definitely starting to see that blood pressure rise of Coach Chavez.
Yeah, the blazer's off.
The blazer just came off with that call right there.
Yeah. Andrew Hill came out of the game. We got Makai Martinez in the game.
Man, talking about famous names in BC basketball, Andrew Hill, Coach Hill.
Mm-hmm. Williams inside the lane. Looks like we got to travel, though.
Yeah,
bunny hop and a pea pass right there for Elijah Williams.
He trying to go to Jamaica without his passport. He got stopped. Got stopped at the gate.
Can't be doing that, man. All right, we got Gilgis Alexander at the logo, setting up the offense for Santa Monica. Williams, man defense right here as we've got Solomon in the low block. Imposes his will and gets an easy put up for 2. And now we've got a 3-point ball game right here.
Yeah, very, very nice move. And you can tell why he's a guy that's demanding the ball. If he has patience and uses his good footwork, he's going to get the results.
Silva for 3. Way downtown.
With the discount double check.
Yes, he did. So now another 6-point lead as we're halfway through this first half, and Silva with some good defense.
Yeah.
Fantastic as he gets to 3, gets good transition defense. Ball is going to be lifted inside off of Santa Monica. So the Renegades are going to have the basketball on the baseline. Last time they had this inbound on the baseline, had the ball stolen. This time it's going to be Makai Martinez inbounding. And this is where I've always been a little bit wary of having a point guard under 6 feet inbounding the ball.
Inbounding the basketball. You're absolutely right, partner. But how about Silva? Splashes the three and then comes down and defends like a madman without reaching. Gotta love it.
Ball inbounded to Williams. Williams back up to Silva. Silva's driving, kicks it right back out to Martinez. A lot of left-handers here for the Renegades. We got the ball out to Dickey. Dickey's going to get a hard look at that layup, but it is no good. Rolled in and out.
Yeah, tough finish after the amazing move.
Santa Monica up the baseline. Looks like there's going to be a foul as he was pushed out.
Yeah, and Johnson didn't like that.
No. Brooklyn Caldwell, number 30, was fouled on the way. And since that is the 17th foul for Bakersfield College, Caldwell is going to go to the line, shooting 1-and-1. So far, the Renegades, 47% shooting. Santa Monica has improved, 45%. Difference of the game, though, right now are these rebounds for the Renegades. 3 offensive rebounds, and they've been able to get 6 points off of that. And it looks like that they were a little bit confused. That should have been a 1-and-1. Makai Martinez knew exactly what was happening. He went and grabbed the rebound. So now Coach Chavez is down there. He's wondering how it is that 3 guys were here. And
yeah,
now
yeah.
it looks
get,
like
get him, Coach.
But now they're pointing to the direction of Santa Monica.
Right.
And Santa Monica is going to get the basketball, but they were in the bonus right there. That should have been a 1-and-1 right there. Coach Chavez and us here at the broadcast table.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you.
We're all confused at that. I don't know exactly if that was a different rule, but we do got a traveling call. Hey, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace.
What's his name?
Rasheed Wallace. What's that brother's name?
Uh-huh. So Makai Martinez bringing it up. Got some good artwork out there on that right hand, on that right arm, I should say.
Man, even the little youth basketball players are sleeved up now.
Yeah, they sure are. Silver gets the basketball. I got to talk a little bit about that because I do work in high school, and I've seen it for myself on campus. Silva's going to get an opportunity for another three. It is good! 3 of 4 so far.
Woo!
Tyler Silva, we're already starting to see who this Red Shield player of the game is in the first half.
Man.
That's number 1, Tyler Silva, the Frontier Titan.
He does so much for the team. You love seeing his shot fall.
8:25 remaining in the first half. As we got a shot up from Santa Monica, and it is no good.
Nice rebound.
Rebound for Elijah Williams, Lafayette Williams. No relation to Elijah unless we go ask. Miss that 3 for Santa Monica.
Great.
Nice entry pass. The rebound, though, off that miss is put back and no good. Johnson had an opportunity to clean up Williams' missed shot. Another offensive rebound for the Renegades.
Yeah, Renegades playing great on both ends so far, partner. Loving the intensity.
That's number 23, Jalen Carter, handing it off to Williams. Williams inside. Got another big man there for Santa Monica who kicks it back out. 3-point attempt, no good. Martinez with the rebound. Brings it up court pretty fast, and he does get contact outside of the 3-point line. Yeah, it's number 22, Amar Brown, in at center now for Santa Monica. Between him and Solomon, man, those guys go about a combined 15 feet.
Right.
Silva off the inbounds, drives the lane, no good. But now we've got ball out on Santa Monica. Number 30, Brooklyn Caldwell, tried to go after that rebound, came off of his fingertips. So it's going to give the Renegades the basketball with 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Can't stress the beauty of shot selection enough by the Renegade offense.
Be out of bounds once again is Elijah Williams. Has the ball taken out of his hand. Like you were saying, shot selection has been key so far as the Renegades are shooting 50% so far tonight. Williams kicks it back out to Silva. Renegades with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball is loose, still on the ground. Possession arrow has not, or we got now a jump ball. Possession arrow is in the direction of the home team.
Now, young big man, when you get the ball, pass from your guard at the high post. That doesn't mean put it on the floor. That's exactly what you don't do.
You're a pivot guy. As we've got 1 second remaining on the shot clock, this is going to have to be a real quick shot right over here. Silva from way downtown.
Oh, that looked
good. Man, it had the distance, but it was wide right. Sorry, any of you Buffalo Bills fans out there.
So sorry for you.
So sorry. Bills Mafia. We'll talk a little bit NFL football, college football as well, too. A lot of news since we've been off the air.
Right, we got to catch up.
Yeah, we do. Now we got Amar Brown. And there you go, another big man at the top of the key. Only puts the ball down on the ground once.
Yeah.
Gets it over to Williams. Williams guarded by Camonte Jackson.
Nice feet by the big man.
Gets it back out to number 24, Mike Hill. Splash. Hits that three-pointer.
Oh, Sugar Hill.
23-17. Renegades, just over 6 minutes to play in the first half. Tyler Silva commanding this Renegades offense. Has only been out of the game for about a minute and a half so far today. And he gets the ball back, has another open three look, and it is good. 4 of 5 in the first half for Tyler Silva.
Splash Mountain up here today.
Stand up Frontier High School. 26-17 Renegades. We got Lafayette Williams giving the ball to Amar Brown. Brown being guarded by Dickey at the top of the key. Gives it over to Hill. Hill driving, gets a look inside, no good. Good defense right there by Tyler Silva, who's been playing a great all-around game.
It seemed like the Santa Monica players are frustrated that Silva's lighting them up and wanting to go right at him instead of running the fluidity of their offense, and that's not working well for them.
And I tell you what, this is great clock management right here for Coach Chavez, trying to slow it down, take as much time off the clock as Camonte Jackson shoots a three-pointer from the top of the key. It is no good. Ooh. Rebounded by Amar Brown. Fantastic control right.
Fantastic rebound by the big man. One hand on you.
Amar Brown out of Duarte High. We've got a rebound over to Tyler Silva off that miss from Santa Monica. Tyler's moving the ball up pretty fast. Gets it back over to Makai Martinez. Martinez with a fake, pump fake right there.
Ooh.
Gets the ball over to Dickey. Dickey inside, no good. Rebound over to Santa Monica after another offensive rebound. But now we've got Lafayette Williams taking it hard to the basket, and he's fouled by Camonte Jackson. Fantastic play right there. Camonte Jackson not giving up the easy deuce.
Right now, I'm saying the same thing Coach Chavez is saying to Martinez. Why aren't you rushing to cut him off? You allowed somebody behind you to sprint past you and cut him off for the block when you were already down.
Good help defense right there by Camonte Jackson. Otherwise, that's an easy deuce.
Yeah, it looked like Martinez was scared he was about to get yammed on or something. Because, I mean, you're the first guy back, and you allow another teammate to beat you back. That's just clearly an effort play, and I love seeing Coach Chavez coach him up on the little things.
It's looking like both the teams going a little bit small out there. You're now going to have Dickey at the 5 for the Renegades, and he's got David Solomon, the big man, on the other side for Santa Monica, who checked in for Amar Brown the last time out. No-look pass into Elijah Williams. Williams being guarded.
Nice
and a nice
pass.
entry pass right there.
Wow.
Makai Martinez, Andrew Hill cut to the basket on that. Hill checked into the game during that last free throw. As now we've got some half-court press right here for the Renegades. We've got a foul that's going to be on Elijah Williams. Number 24, Mike Hill, took it to the rack. Hill has actually come into the game for Santa Monica, has injected a little bit of life and energy for the Pirates.
Yes, he has, and that's one thing you have to be conscious of when you're dealing with these Southern California squads as well. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to come after you and talk that talk while they're doing it. So you got to keep that intensity level up. 3:53 left to play in the first half. Renegades up 10.
Renegades have had as much of an 11-point lead so far over Santa Monica, as the first free throw from Mike Hill is good. Now it's a 9-point lead. A lot of the same last names on either side. Got a couple Williams out there. Got a couple Hills.
They cousins.
And here we go. Renegades with an 8-point lead. Just about 3.5 to go in this first half. Silva now with the ball at the top of the key. Stops his dribble, gets it right back over to Hill. Hill looks inside to Dickey. Dickey over to Williams, and a great pass. Great setup right there for Elijah Williams. He's able to take advantage of that zone defense that Santa Monica had right there and just found a soft spot in the key.
But again, partner, could continue beautiful ball movement. Unselfish play by the Renegades.
Entry pass into Solomon, who gets it right back over to Hill. Hill goes to the baseline. Awkward shot, air ball that was plucked out of the air by Elijah Williams. And now we've got Makai Martinez, again, slowing the offense down just a little bit. Looking up, but he's going to take that easy 15-footer, but it is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Santa Monica, who's pushing. They're going to take a look at a three-point shot right there off the back of that rim, no good. Rebound loose. Solomon puts it up, no good. Ball continues to be loose, and Mike Hill comes up with the loose ball. Contested by Dickey. Dickey shot, or excuse me, Hill shot, no good, but a rebound to Solomon, who goes right back up, and he is fouled by Andrew Hill.
Yeah, fortunate for Solomon because I felt like he got away with shuffling his feet a couple moves prior to that, but just the energy and effort by him inside, he gets that offensive rebound.
You know, we were taking a look at how, we've got some uniform designs for my son's baseball team. And somebody needs to really go back to these athletic directors and say, we got to get somebody to design these uniforms a little bit better. Santa Monica's uniforms, it's hard to see these numbers. Can I get an outline?
Right.
You know, I love the black jerseys. And don't get me wrong. I mean, even last week, West LA had some black jerseys, but they had an outline.
Right.
Okay.
It reminds you of the jerseys you would make when you're playing the game and you're making your own team.
Exactly. I'm waiting for Santa Monica to turn these ones inside out and have a blue side to these. Because one of the two free throws are made by Santa Monica, who's down by 9 to the Renegades. Jackson with the basketball, 2.5 to go. Ball swung over to Dickey. Dickey's going to be double teamed, kicks it right back out to Silva. Silva's trapped in the corner. And the ball is going to be tipped and out of bounds. Ball is going to be out to the Renegades, right in front of the Santa Monica bench.
Nice trap by Gildress Alexander and the teammate.
Not too much time on this shot clock right over here. 6 seconds. Ball's kicked out to Jackson. Jackson over to Silva from way downtown. Off rebound over to Jackson. Jackson picks up his own mess, gets it right back up and in. I think Jackson just wanted another rebound.
I think so too. He's trying to get those numbers up. now he wants to steal numbers up.
Ball's over to Williams. And I tell you, that big came right there because they are playing a three-quarter press defense right now. And we've got a timeout for Santa Monica, and it looks like they're going to go with a full timeout, so it'll give us an opportunity to catch up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but I'm loving the intensity of the Renegades, playing hype on both ends. And one of the things as you get into conference play, you know, you dismiss the preseason and records. It doesn't mean as much, but you want to just play hard against the people you're supposed to play hard against. And that's a great example of what's happening tonight.
So far, leading the way for the Renegades, Tyler Silva with 12 points, 4 of 7 from downtown. All 4 of his makes are from the 3. Andrew Hill and Elijah Williams both with 6, as Elijah Williams came up with that big dunk inside the paint after that Camonte Jackson steal.
All right, and that's what I love most about it is the steal, because it's a big man that should be hustling back, but as he's hustling back, he's keeping his head in the game and aware, watching the basketball.
One thing that you got to give up for the Renegades is the opportunities in the shots being allowed for the Renegades. You see the Renegades have 32 shots that they put up so far, whereas Santa Monica's only put up 20. So they're limiting the amount of shots that are being able to be taken by the Pirates.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's great focus that we're seeing on both ends. Yeah, I mean, you would like to shoot better than 40% from the field, but when you got a guy that's 4 of 9 from three-point percentage, that helps make up the difference in how you end up with this 13-point lead.
All 4 of those those 3-point baskets made by Tyler Silva. Had a chance to see that our spring sports have now gotten kicked off as well, too, here on campus, as both baseball and softball had a chance to get the season underway last night. Softball with a doubleheader today that is happening right now. We're going to get an update on that. Baseball also had a doubleheader last night, another game today, as the basketball is going to be thrown out of bounds. And they called Gilgis Alexander's brother Sega. Like, we're going to call him Toga. Tomasi Gilgis Alexander. Toga.
Nice. Toga. I mean, but again, partner, they call that timeout because they're trying to get focused because we're on a run and we come back out and they turn it over because we keep that intensity level up. I love seeing it.
Almost like coming out of a football timeout and running the ball right up the middle for a 2-yard loss. We got the ball inside Elijah Williams. Williams has been good so far inside the paint. Just outside the paint, his shot is no good. Rebound over to Gilgis Alexander, who pushes the ball up. And that ball is going to be turned over by Santa Monica, who's playing pretty sloppy if you really want to look at it, as that was their 8th turnover so far of the game.
Yeah, spending too much time at the beach instead of ball handling. We're going to take the basketball with them next time they go to the pier.
So Martinez with the basketball, kicks it over to Silva. Silva, now we got 6 seconds to shoot. Silva's looking up. He sees Makai Martinez. Martinez is going to have to put this thing up. Actually, it was Silva that put it up on the baseline, but that's just because nobody was listening. The whole sideline over here, the whole bench for the Renegades was yelling out and counting down from 10 seconds on the shot. Just weren't able to get that up.
What's crazy, we still end up with a good shot within 15 feet. Just didn't make the convert.
Now, just under 20 seconds to go. Santa Monica's going to be working for this last shot right here as they're down 13. Gilgis Alexander gets it over to Solomon at the top of the key. He hands it off, and it's right back over to Gilgis Alexander. Ball into Solomon. Solomon
Nice
with
pass.
a great pass inside, but we got a foul right there as Brooklyn Caldwell flashed open right there on the baseline. I tell you, he actually went up and under the rim to try to avoid a block, but when he did that, he gave up a wide open layup on the left side of the rim.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where you're just overthinking it. Go up with that left hand, and now you're getting the and one with it good. I used to be pretty good, too, on hoop court, too, RC, man.
Compton Colts?
Forget Compton Colts, state champions, baby.
Shout out to J.R. Henderson.
Man, he the reason we won it. I ain't going to act like
Both free throws are good, and that is going to be the end of the half. The Renegades, the fantastic defensive half as they hold Santa Monica to only 23 points and have an 11-point lead. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the live stream. You are listening and watching on GoGades.com. All right, and welcome back to Bakersfield College Hoops action here at Gil Bishop Gymnasium. Rob Chavez and Kenny Calvin bringing you action right here as the men's team has got a 11-point lead here at the half, 34-23, led by number 1 Tyler Silva, the Frontier Titan, 4 of 7 from downtown.
Oh, I just
12
love
points.
I love his game. I love how he's patient, in control of the offense on both ends, playing nonstop defense after some huge shots. This is the kind of kid you can build a program around.
Yes, you can. Looks like now we've got Gilgis Alexander bringing the ball up for Santa Monica. Gets the ball into Solomon. Solomon's pass is off the hands of number 3, Raymond Watts. And that was another turnover, 9th of the game for Santa Monica. The Renegades have it on their side of the court, and the ball is out of bounds. Andrew Hill getting pressured up along the baseline.
And before I could even get it out my mouth, he started doing something that we didn't see all first half. We saw great ball movement in team basketball. That was the first time I saw a guy trying to go through his legs and doing too much. Move the basketball.
Ball stopper right there. You can't do it in this offense, especially when you were so successful in the first half. I want to highlight the fact that the Renegades got 14 more shots up than Santa Monica did, and that's really your difference in the ball game right there.
Yeah, that's all effort too, partner.
So Gilgis Alexander,
TGA
with Johnson on him, goes back over to number 5. Elijah Scranton goes to the rim and he gets fouled. He's going to take 2 shots. Actually, the ball's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a shooting foul, partner.
Right, he got him on the floor, apparently, so not a whole lot of arguing down here from the Santa Monica bench. So the ball out of bounds at the baseline of Santa Monica. Gilgis Alexander gets the ball in. Scranton falls down right there. Yeah, it was just a scramble for that ball. TGA gets the ball right back. He's got Elijah Williams D'ing him up. Gets the ball over to Scranton. Scranton working. And we got a foul on the floor again. This time it is on number 20, Taryn Dickey. Just under 19 minutes to go in the ball game. Gilgis Alexander inbounds from his baseline. Gets it over to Medeiros. Medeiros up top to Scranton. Scranton over to Watts. Watts back over to Gilgis Alexander, who works a look inside to Solomon. Solomon gets the ball over to Scranton, and his layup is good. Was contested, but was able to get it up.
Nice pass by Solomon, but I feel like he was a little too unselfish right there. You're that big
and that deep.
The paint.
Yeah.
That deep. You got to go up with that.
So here we go. It looks like we've got a jump ball, and that is going to be in the direction of Bakersfield College. The benefit of that halftime right there was that the arrow went back to the Renegades' side, so they're going to get it at the baseline with 15 to shoot. Jackson throws the ball right into the hands of TGA, who gets the ball up to Scranton. Scranton is going to be defended right there by Silva. Silva did a good job of not committing the foul right there, went straight up, but that was a good, hard-fought basket right there for Scranton.
Yeah, but just the way we've come out after the half, a lot more chaotic and dysfunctional than we did from the tip.
So Williams working on Watts. Gets the ball over to Johnson. Johnson works inside the key, gets pressured, runs right into Solomon, but puts it off the back of the glass for an easy 2-point basket right there. 36-27 Renegades, 17:40 to go. Banks open on Saturday.
Ooh, Tim Duncan style, too. It's a lot of money in Tim Duncan bank account now since he got new friends.
And new dreads. I like that.
New dreads. New friends, new dreads, a new woman can improve your bank account.
There you go. Santa Monica stepped out of bounds right there. Silva checks out of the game here for the Renegades, only the second time today. It looks like this might be a little bit of a medical check. He goes over to our trainers to get it taken a look at. The ball over to Martinez. Martinez kicks it over to Johnson, who kicks it back over to Hill. Hill inside to Johnson. Johnson's baby hook is no good. Rebound to Santa Monica. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the ball into Solomon, working on Dickey. Dickey with a fantastic look on defense, and Solomon's shot is no good off the front of the rim. Rebound over to Martinez. Martinez kicks it over to Johnson. 15-footer, no good. Controlled tip, but it was a loose ball foul over the back for Elijah Williams. Tried to get over Gilgeous-Alexander to get the rebound.
Yeah, and you see the effect of Silva going to the sideline, because as soon as he goes out, the offense appears a little discombobulated, and right away he's coming back in. So it looks like he's going to be okay. Renegades up 36-27, 16:52 left in the second half.
So Williams and Johnson coming out of the game. Silva right back in, along with number 25, big man Eric Gallardo. Gilgeous-Alexander near the logo, calling up the offense, working against Dickey. Dickey stands his ground. Gilgeous-Alexander pops it right back out to Medeiros. Medeiros drives, and he's going to get fouled on the floor by Martinez. It's going to be the third foul for Bakersfield College so far in this half. And that's one way that a team like Santa Monica could get back into this ball game. Right. Actually, that's a 4-team foul right over there. So another 3, and they're going to be shooting 2 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, lazy defense, playing with your hands instead of sliding your feet and getting low. Martinez got taken advantage of there. And it's one of the things that happens as you see yourself with a lead. The intensity level lowers. You got to keep that same intensity level up if you're the Renegades. Now,
both free throws are good. Now, yeah, like you said, 7-point lead. Renegades have only been able to put up 2 so far. Santa Monica's got 6 so far in this first half, or second half, excuse me. Martinez has the basketball. Dribbling it now back in his left hand. Ball is going to be off the foot of a Santa Monica Pirate right there. So it's going to be ball out of bounds at the baseline for the Renegades. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
You like seeing Martinez try to attack the zone, though. You can't continue to pass the ball around the perimeter. You have to try to get it inside.
Silva with a double team. It looks like we've got a foul on the floor. Scranton is going to be guilty of that as they're double teaming. And I think that was really the concerted effort of Santa Monica right here, was to go after Tyler Silva, put some pressure on the ball. He was lighting him up in the first half.
Yeah, when you got somebody cooking you offensively, that's the best recipe, is to try to wear them out on the other end.
Rebound at Gallardo. Great, and now we've got, looks like we've got a jump ball, though, from the backside. And the ball is going to be in the possession of Santa Monica. Gallardo with a fantastic rebound right over there, but exposed the basketball just a little bit too much. Scranton came from behind, was able to get a palm on it at the same time.
Yeah, and like we said, partner, Santa Monica's not going to give up. They're down 7. Going right back inside.
Solomon inside on Gallardo. Gallardo just gave him a little bit too much wiggle room right there. We've cut this lead down now to 5. Doesn't look like they've put the points up on the board right there for Santa Monica as they get the ball back. Scranton's got his head full of steam right there. Finger roll, no good. Rebound over to Santa Monica. Inside the key, finally kicks it out to Solomon, who gives it over to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and we still haven't given Santa Monica their points, and their assistant coach is definitely on that. It should be
36-33 now.
36-33.
Santa Monica was able to put that basket in.
Looks like they'll correct it once the clock stops.
The officials are taking a look down there, and they finally get those 2 points on the board as Gallardo flips up a nice little 10-footer right there. And now we've got a timeout by Coach Chavez right over there, who's talking to one of the officials right over there to see exactly whether or not the next time they get an opportunity like that, they're going to get a 3-point opportunity. As Gallardo may have gotten a little bit of contact right over there, but like you had mentioned, Renegades still, even through 18 games, with a 8 record, but only 1-4 in conference play, and that was one of the things that we spoke to Coach Chavez about at the media day. They were already, I believe at that point, 13 games into the season and had an 8-5 or 8-3 record, or 8-4 record, I should say, at about that point. But they've only gone 2-4 from that point on, and he knew that the conference was going to be where their test was going to come here in January.
Yeah, and you know, you always make a tougher preseason schedule if you have real intentions on doing things later in the playoffs and championship runs, right? So you use those experiences to toughen your leather, as we say. You know, but sometimes if you're not doing things the right way after you've had those tough contests, it's kind of all for naught, because now it's like you got kicked in the teeth for nothing and you didn't learn anything from it. And I know Coach Chavez very well. He's one of those guys that wants to see the results after those tough matches. All right, we got the tough matches out of the way. Let's beat the people we're supposed to beat.
And one of those teams that they really did think they were going to get right with was at Antelope Valley this past Wednesday, but they dropped that game by 9, 94-85. Antelope Valley was very good from downtown in that game. That was really the difference in that game. They also dropped last Saturday a game on the road to Glendale, 74-59. So Renegades trying to snap this 3-game losing streak right here against Santa Monica. They're about 14-45 away from that, as long as they continue to hold on to this lead. But like you said, Santa Monica not going away. Tomasi Gilgis-Alexander at the top of the key.
And one thing I like about TGA's game is he's not forcing things. Right now he takes a nice approach to attacking the basket.
Right there, seen that mismatch against Martinez, who's given up about 4 or 5 inches to Gilgis-Alexander as the ball is right back up here to Martinez, who flips it over to Silva.
Nice
Silva
pass.
with Watts on him. Gets the ball inside to Williams. Williams sees Gallardo flash inside the key. And Gallardo gets fouled along the way.
And that doesn't happen without that first entry pass to try to break down that zone. You have to get the ball inside against the zone, or you're just passing the ball around the shell and you're going to have to take bad shots late in the quarter. Or late in the clock, I should say.
Gallardo's first free throw is good. I love to see it when you got a big man out there that can knock down free throws. Looks like now we've got substitution in. Solomon's going to come out. Now we've got number 12, Jason Hilliard. Maybe some relation to Ike Hilliard or Dalton Hilliard.
Ike Hilliard, one of my favorite players of all time.
New York Giant.
Ooh, that boy was nice.
Won Super Bowl 25 with them. Talking about wide right for the Buffalo Bills.
We're going to leave y'all alone eventually, Buffalo Bills fans.
That's if there's any Buffalo Bills fans listening.
Oh, we got a couple. My cousin Calvin. Like, how you end up a Bills fan way over here? All that losing they was doing.
So here we go, ball up, and we've got an offensive loose ball foul against Santa Monica on that defense. We were just talking about Ike Hilliard, Jason Hilliard out there with the offensive foul. That doesn't make a coach feel too good. As soon as you get in there, 10 seconds into the game, you commit a foul on the offensive rebound.
Speaking of the legendary Coach Andrew Hill, I remember him pulling me out of a game for that. Calvin, get your butt over here.
And quickly, Hilliard's got 2 fouls, and I don't know if there's been 20 seconds that have come off the clock since he's been in the ball game.
And I'm not trying to speak you getting benched into existence. Hilliard.
So now, looks like they're wiping up some wet spots out there just past the big boy 3-point line. Got to find out who our staff is here, because typically it's part of our football crew that works these games. Last week we had your big man Josh Macon.
Oh, we had Josh Macon.
And a big three right there from Tyler Silva. His 5th of the game, still leading the way with 15 points. Makes us another 8-point lead for the Renegades.
We're going to have to call Titan Tom and tell him his boy's showing out.
That's right. So
Nice
now we got an
pass.
entry pass in to Hilliard. Hilliard with a travel. And again, Hilliard's just not having a really good minute right here.
We're going to pray for him. We're going to pray for him today.
A couple fouls and a traveling violation. And they're going to look down the bench here pretty soon to get young Hilliard out of that game. So we got Mekhi Martinez here at the top of the key.
You know, I always joke about turnovers and different situations on the gridiron, but it carries over to basketball too. It's the reason why coaches have gray hair or no hair at all.
And you see Coach Chavez down there with a lot of hair, but it is white. I can tell you that.
Right. We got Coach Chavez hair gray, and Coach over here, his hair is on the way.
It's fleeting. And now we got 3 seconds on the shot clock. Silva's going to inbound the ball. Only 1 second to go. He's got to shoot it.
Got to be aware of that.
And right in front of the Renegades bench, Coach Chavez is looking at him. He's telling, can't you see? Right in front of you, you got the shot clock. It says 3 seconds.
Every dead ball, as a young player, if you're watching and listening, you have to check the clock. You check the shot clock. You check the game clock. Being aware. Awareness is key.
Just about 12 and a half remaining in the ball game. Renegades with an 8-point lead. Santa Monica working the perimeter. Finally gets the ball over to Watts. Watts kicks it right back out over to TGA. Back over to Watts. Gets it inside. Scranton works the baseline. Spins but gets the foul. That's going to be on Tyler Silva. Silva giving up a little bit of size right there as well too to Scranton.
And that was just a nice basic big man move. Put your back into the defender. Wheel to your free arm. Amazing footwork by the young man, Scranton.
Shades of the mailman, Karl Malone, down there on the low block.
Oh, my goodness.
Got big David Solomon down here for Santa Monica. Hasn't taken a seat. Seems like he's trying to stay a little bit warm here, keep those legs loose. Get the first free throw is good. As Dickey's going to come out of the game, Gallardo's going to check right back in.
I'll tell you what I'm impressed with, RC, is the fact that after coming out rusty, Renegades kind of weathered that little storm run to keep a 7-point lead, but you want to get that intensity level back to where it was early when you were up 10-0.
So both free throws good for Santa Monica. Cuts the lead down to 6. Silva surveying, gives it over to Martinez. Martinez looking inside, but his pass on the outside to Gallardo was broken up. The ball's going to be out of bounds with 14 seconds remaining. Coach Chavez in Martinez's ear telling him we got 14 seconds on the shot.
And one more time to throw a loose ball.
Yeah. 4 seconds to shoot. Martinez kicks it out to Hill. Hill's three is good.
That's what happens when you listen to your coach.
Great countdown from the bench of the Renegades. Right there, the big
go.
steal right there from Hill. Hill's going to go up.
Nice.
And he's going to have a nice little layup. 5 points in about 10 seconds right there for Andrew Hill. And this is now an 11-point ball game here for the Renegades.
That's that intensity we looking for. Partner energy level plays. Get a hand on something. We say it a lot in football. It applies here too.
Andrew Hill with big hustle plays right there.
Oh, he walked.
And now he's got to travel.
Yes, sir.
Number 5, Elijah Scranton.
Trying to go to Jamaica without his passport. Stand over here, young man.
And we got a timeout here from Santa Monica. And it's going to give us an opportunity to highlight some Bakersfield College Renegades here that were named Athletes of the Week.
Nice.
We're going to go to Dateline, Tehachapi.
Ooh.
Basically, that's Aubrey Dees, women's golfer. we were just talking about golf and Coach Coble.
Coach Coble.
Excuse me, that was Jaden Hart. My apologies. Aubrey D's volleyball. Aubrey D's for beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
Not on the hard court,
Gotcha.
but beach volleyball. So we're going to take a look and see what young Miss D's, daughter of Coach Guy D's, Tehachapi baseball coach, former Garces baseball coach, was a section champion. But over the weekend, Aubrey helped her team win 2 big games this past week, First against Moore Park for a crossover match during both #1 teams in the Western State Conference, and also against Cerritos. Took down the Toast to get to round 2 of the playoffs.
Nothing I like hearing more than we beat Moore Park in something.
That's right. So good job, Aubrey. Now we get the ball out of ball inbounds to Martinez with 11 points, 11 minutes, I should say, to go.
Let's go, Big Red!
Ball touch pass inside from Williams to Gallardo was broken up right there. Gilgis Alexander gets the ball up to Scranton. Scranton moves the ball around over to Hill, and Hill's pass is going to be out of bounds to the other Hill. Hill's pushing it up court for the Renegades, and that pass was stolen by TGA. And now we've got another broken up pass. And we've got the basketball all over the place right here as they finally slow it down and get it back over to Tomasi Gilgis Alexander.
Nice move. Good feet by Martinez. I love the defense and the feet.
Little push off right there for a separation, and the ball is going to be out of bounds to the Renegades right there. So fantastic defense after they were trying to push it up court pretty fast. A couple of Santa Monica Pirates going to be checking out. You're going to see big David Solomon checking back into the game.
Narcy, we might have a viewer that's saying, well, how's that great defense? He didn't do nothing. What he didn't do was reach and have bad technique. Sometimes it's just simple. Slide your feet and keep your hands up.
So Martinez works it right back out to Williams. Williams gets it inside to Andrew Hill. Hill's shot from about 15 feet, no good. The rebound was loose and out of bounds off the hands of Elijah Williams. So the Pirates are going to have the basketball. You're going to see Lafayette Williams out there with his Jordan 10s on.
Nice battle going down on the block between the big men.
Solomon and Gallardo. Lafayette, Williams, another Williams out there on the court. Gives the ball over to Scranton. Scranton drives against Martinez, and Martinez is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be the 6th-team foul of Bakersfield College. So they are out of fouls here for the rest of the half with 9:32 remaining.
My favorite part of that sequence is how hard Gallardo was working to deny the ball to the big man.
Coach Chavez recognizing that Santa Monica kind of went big here in this last substitution, so he put size right back in there. He's got Sean Johnson back in the game as Solomon, talking about size, works against Elijah Williams and is able to put up an easy deuce. Cuts the lead back down to 9.
The strength of Solomon. Biblical.
Ball over to Johnson. Johnson
Nice
works the baseline,
pass.
gets it over to Gallardo, but Gallardo blows the layup. Rebound to Johnson. Johnson puts it up, and that ball is blocked. Scranton swats it out to the Renegade sideline. Coach Chavez not real happy about that sequence of passes right there.
Yeah, careless passing by the Renegades in a few different trips. Got to bounce past some of those instead of trying to force those through people's hands.
So now the ball over to Tyler Silva, who's double teamed for a little bit. Gets the ball inside to Gallardo, who kicks it right back out to Johnson. Johnson inside the key. Shot contested. Has not hit rim yet. Now the loose ball is in favor of Santa Monica, who's going to start pushing it up. Jalen Carter in the game for the first time for Santa Monica. Fresh legs, gets it right back out to Lafayette Williams. Williams has only checked in 2 times, 2 different sequences so far. And now it looks like we've got some whistles out here. So now we've got a double foul. Again, go back to listening to Los Angeles Lakers basketball for so long. And that is the absolute worst call, according to Stu Lance right there.
Yeah, Stu hates that call.
Hates the double foul, hates the double technical. So why are we calling it anyways? So we've got a double foul on Solomon and Gallardo. We were just talking about how the battle was being waged right there down the low block with his big man. And they got the foul on the elbow.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Gallardo's footwork right now.
Well, Solomon actually had a more open shot as he had that ball fake go one way and allow Gallardo to recover, but Gallardo was guilty of the harm right there. So we're going to get David Solomon to the line to shoot two. It's an 8th team foul right here for the Renegades.
Yeah, the big fellas are working hard down there. He worked hard to get the shot up, although I didn't think it was a foul.
First free throw good for Solomon. Finally get past the 40 mark here with 8:18 remaining in the game, down 8. Fantastic physical game here so far today. Second free throw from Solomon is good as well. So we got a 7-point ball game here with just over 8 minutes to play. Tyler Silva working the ball up court. He's getting worked on by Jalen Carter. Carter, again, looking very fresh out there. Had been on the bench the whole game. Now gets the ball over to Andrew Hill. And Hill drives, and he gets fouled inside the lane. Goes down hard, and he's going to shoot two.
9 times out of 10 when we're attacking the paint, we get good results. It is a nice handoff pass, or we're getting to a nice spot to kick it out for an open look. But it all starts with penetration from the guards. Great job.
Andrew Hill's played some tough minutes out there. Had that about 10-second sequence right there where he hit a three, got a steal, and also put it right back up. Coach Chavez has recognized the hustle. He's had him out there the majority of the game, even though he was not in the starting lineup. He got the first free throw, no good. Coach Chavez not too satisfied with that as well. Got to knock down your charity stripe throws. Yeah, the second one is good. Put the ball into Lafayette Williams, being guarded by Andrew Hill. Caldwell with the basketball, working on Gallardo, gets it into Solomon. Solomon guarded by Dickey, and we've got a blocking foul on Dickey. Dickey did not have his feet set, and he crumbled, but Solomon also lost the handle on the ball. Yeah, but they are in the bonus, so they're going to get some free throws here.
Yeah, and if this was the NBA, he'd be fined on his student account for flopping. You know, you got to at least allow the contact to get to the body before you start going backwards. It was like he came off the bench with that intent.
How are you going to get that French bread pizza if you're getting fined? Shout out to the Renegade Cafe, man. I can tell you.
Mr. Cafe, man.
Rebound, Elijah Williams. Great rebound
Nice.
right there off that 1-and-1. So, again, next time, the Renegades are going to be in the double bonus on that next team foul. Ball's kicked out to Williams.
Yeah, now we got to get the floor balanced.
And Williams gets the ball stripped, but I tell you what, number 4, Javion Medeiros, thought he had a clean rip right there. Called him for that foul.
I'm going to call him Nah Morant. Nah Morant.
Again, we're going, it sounds like we're starting our own Shaq and a Fool right there. Tragic Bronson.
Nah Morant for 3.
Oh, man. That is the greatest segment in sports TV right now, Shaq and a Fool.
Oh, yeah. Shaq is hilarious. He does so much for people, too. That's the one thing about Shaq. I've met Shaq. I'll tell my Shaq story. I met Shaq at his birthday. Joey took us all down to his birthday party one time. And you don't realize how big these dudes are, man. I was like at his belt.
Shaquille O'Neal is the biggest human I've ever been in the same radius from it. When they had that, as we got a 10-point lead down here for the Renegades, when the Lakers used to come up here and play preseason basketball, I had the opportunity, still the best value I've ever had, $45 courtside seats to that game. Really, they were about second row, I should say, but they were right out of the tunnel coming out. And Shaq walks by.
Nice shot.
The shot is good right there for number 23, Jalen Carter for Santa Monica. Cuts it down to an 8-point lead. But Shaquille O'Neal, the biggest human I've ever seen. Right in front of him.
Oh, yeah. The after party was at Aldo's.
Aldo's. Camonte Jackson's shot goes in and out. Ball up court to Jalen Carter, and he gets contested by Tyler Silva. Fantastic foul right there for Silva not to give up, again, that easy deuce. They are now in the double bonus, so they're going to get a couple of shots no matter what from this point on. But Carter's going to have to earn these two right here.
Yeah, great hustle getting back. He did get him on the wrist right there. But that was a 3-on-1, so it's a fantastic foul. Protecting the 8-point lead as he blows one.
There you go, and that's why it is a good foul right there.
Santa Monica still playing with some intensity, just not able to execute offensively.
And it just goes down again, their opportunities, as we got the second free throw in, cuts it down to a 7-point lead with 6.5 remaining in the game. Tyler Silva bringing the ball right back up once again.
And it's been a while since we've seen that jumper of his, because they're heightening the intensity on him.
He puts up about a 12-foot contested shot. No good. Yeah, like you were saying, concerted effort out here was to be able to shut down Tyler Silva.
Now it's when Silva has to make that conscious effort to see that extra body coming to him and reverse the ball to get those open shots for his teammates. He's done a great job of that early. Now that they're clamping down on you, you got to find your guys.
Now Williams off the inbound. Has the ball swatted out of his hand by David Solomon. Only 3 seconds off the shot clock right over there, so Rene's going to have the ball with 6:13 remaining. Silva with Medeiros on him. Now Elijah Williams with Jalen Carter at the top of the key. Drives inside, loses handle of the ball. Picks it right back up, works the baseline. He's in trouble. Gets the ball over to Gallardo. Gallardo loses the ball. Now is picked up by Santa Monica. So that is going to be another turnover for Bakersfield College. The majority of their turnovers right here in the second half.
Yeah, and a good idea by Williams, but a tough pass. You know, once you get that deep, that's why I always say, once you're that deep, you might want to be thinking shot because there's not a lot of places you can go with that as we check on the injured Renegade.
And I can tell you, this is, and I was talking to Julian about this. I hadn't seen this, and again, maybe it's because I haven't called college basketball before, but they have equipment timeouts here at the junior college level. And they stopped the game and a good scoring opportunity last week for West LA because there was an equipment failure.
Right.
Weirdest thing I've seen. So Gallardo's going to come out. In the game is Camonte Jackson, number 15. Medeiros kicks the ball over to Williams. Williams working on Andrew Hill, and Williams throws up that left-hander right there.
Hey, we talked about the importance of using the left hand inside when you're the righty.
Now it's a 5-point lead here for the Renegades with just over 5 to play. Hill off the bank, in and out. Rebound to Camonte Jackson, who gives it to Dickey, who blows the layup, puts the ball right back up, and he gets fouled. But it is no good, and I can tell you what, they get a little extra bounce on that rim, or that basketball is a little overinflated because that's going all over the place.
Yeah, and we've talked about how Dickey can fill it up too. He has a season high of 30 points. Had a 30-17 game. People dream about games like that. My career high is 26 points. I hit everything that day. right? It doesn't happen all the time. So when you see big guys inside missing those plays, it's one of those things like, dunk that, big fella.
Get up there. Throw it down, big man, as Bill Walton would say.
Yes.
Get it into the big man.
Yeah, and I mean, Dickie, 6'9", 6'8",
6'8".
190.
Yeah, from Volcano Vista High in the ABQ.
There you go.
They're going to call him for a foul.
I like it. I like the effort. They got him for the hand on the back more than anything.
So Dickey's going to check out of the game. Gallardo's going to come right back in.
And I guarantee you, Coach Chavez is telling them the same thing. Make the same play without the hand on the waist. Just get over the top.
So Gallardo checking in, 6'7", out of Liberty High. He's got his former classmate watching him right over there. Carson Woods starting QB.
Oh, that's Mr. Automatic right there, man.
Third best passing season of all time.
I
mean, again, we were talking about how long the Bakersfield College Renegade program has been around. And for Carson Woods to come in his first year as a starter and have over 2,800 yards,
man,
it's amazing. Fantastic season for Carson Woods.
NRC, I remember reflecting on his senior year at Liberty, saying, if we can get a quarterback like this, we can make it to the postseason. And we did.
We did. So 5-point lead as Santa Monica was able to knock down both free throws. Just about 4.5 minutes remaining as Tyler Silva is working on Carter. Gives it over Elijah Williams. Williams being guarded by TGA. Stumbles. Gets his footing back. Gives it over to Gallardo. Gallardo with the left hand. And good job by the big man right there. The Liberty Patriot.
Boom, boom, boom. Green Giant. Red Giant. Call him the Red Giant.
That's right. He's kind of got that haircut like the Green Giant as well, too. Gilgis Alexander's working towards the basket, but he gets fouled on the ground by Elijah Williams. But again, double bonus right here. So Gilgis Alexander is going to be at the line for 2. 4:08 remaining in the game.
You know, we've been able to keep them at bay between that 5 and 7 point spread,
and now
but a little too close to comfort.
Now it's getting kind of close right here. So again, the Canadian TGA
rocking his cornrows like the boy down there for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now's a period where we need our leader in Silva to get hot again and stretch this thing back out.
He gets the ball over to Jackson. Jackson back over to Silva. Silva inside the key, gives it up to Gallardo, but the ball is blocked by Scranton.
Nice block by Scranton.
Gets the ball up to Carter. Carter over to Watts. Watts working on Andrew Hill. Entry pass into Solomon.
Pass.
Solomon triple teamed, and he gets fouled on the ground. Not a shooting foul, but again, double bonus means that Solomon is going to go to the line to shoot 2, down 5. And this is where it gets kind of scary right here for Coach Chavez. Again, the one way that I said that they were going to be able to get back into this ball game was to put the Renegades into the double bonus and get to the free throw line. They've been knocking down their throws.
Yep, you had your crystal ball out on that one, partner. You said that about 10 minutes ago.
But the first free throw, no good for Solomon. So far tonight, 20 of 28 from the line. Renegades have only been on the line 12 times, but they're shooting at 67%. Big difference so far in this half is that Santa Monica is shooting from the field of over 50%. They've gotten their field goal percentage up. We're in the mid-20s, and now they're at 43.8% so far for the game. Renegades shooting under 40%. We got Tyler Silva working on Carter, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson inside to Eric Gallardo, working on Solomon, rolls, gets the ball up. Look like shots, no good, and a rebound. Offensive rebound right there for Tyler Silva, resets the shot clock. And we got a fresh one as they're trying to milk this clock here with a 5-point lead. just under 3 minutes to go.
Huge offensive rebound for the Renegades.
And Silva shot is up, doesn't draw iron, and he still had about 13 seconds on the shot clock.
And that's the frustration of Coach Chavez.
Who's got the tie off now.
He's going to be over there in his Dunton and Nuns in a minute. We keep up giving up some points.
Well, as long as he doesn't take off the Perry the Platypus socks down there, he's going to be all right. As Solomon working with a big offensive rebound, puts it right back up, and this is a 3-point ball game now.
Closest it's been all day since it was 3-0. Nice move.
Great move by Owen. Blows the layup right there. Silva was looking for a little bit of contact on the way in, but Santa Monica has a chance right here to tie the ball game with 2 minutes to go. Elijah Williams coming off the bench. He's going to check in for the Renegades the next time around, as now we've got a drive for Santa Monica. Ball out of bounds to the Renegades.
Now Morant unable to finish inside.
Oh, man. I wonder if anybody's ever called him Morant. Because we're going to have a timeout here with just under 2 minutes to play. You were talking about Coach Dahl a little bit earlier. Look who's right down here on the trainer's table, Coach Dahl herself.
Coach Dahl, recent retiree. Enjoy your retirement. You know, you put in so much great work around here. I know you're enjoying watching your former players take over the torch.
Yeah, we're going to get a chance to watch Coach Rosebrook and her crew. They had a real tough game last week against West LA, and a West LA team that had them dominated in size throughout the entire game, but only lost by 5. So good to see Coach Rosebrook coaching them up down here even before the game right now, giving them a pep talk.
Yeah, and the one thing I saw out of our women's basketball team is that, you know, though their record is not what we would like it to be and what they would like it to be, they've competed. You know, they had some tough contests against some of the toughest teams in the state, just haven't been able to come out with the W's, but great learning experiences for a young team with a rookie coach.
So now under 2 minutes to play, 3-point ball game. Camonte Jackson bringing the ball up. Gives it off to Andrew Hill. Hill gives it over to Jackson. Jackson flashes inside the key. Gives it over to Elijah Williams, who goes up. Shot no good. Minute and a half to play here. And again, Santa Monica with good defense so far this half has shut down this Bakersfield College offense inside the key. David Solomon working from about 15 feet out on Eric Gallardo. Gallardo holds his ground. A good defense right there. Was able to deny that pass from Solomon. Pushes the ball up to Hill. Hill's going to take it up, and it is going to get blocked by Scranton. But it looks like Elijah Williams, off of that deflection, had his toe out of bounds. But Scranton with his second big block of the half.
I'll tell you what frustrates me, though he got the block. Only 2 Renegades really running the floor. You got guys back here walking on a fast break opportunity.
Transition offense non-existent, as we are now under a minute to play. 3-point ball game. Tomasi Gilgis-Alexander rolls to the rim, and it is a 1-point ball game, and we've got a timeout right over here.
.53 seconds left to play, partner. 1-point lead for the Renegades. And it's basically like we came out at the half just hoping we would win. Not wanting to execute, not giving the right kind of energy.
1-point ball game. Looks like we got Sean Johnson checking in for Eric Gallardo. Gallardo's played some hard minutes tonight.
Yes, he has.
Do not see the big man Larry Ackerson here today on the bench for the Renegades, so they're working with one less big man. We got Sean Johnson, number 4, working on Santa Monica, looking towards the basket. His shot no good. Rebound to Santa Monica. 40 seconds remaining.
Wow.
So this means that at least Bakersfield College is going to have an opportunity to have the last shot, depending on how Santa Monica works this. And since it's now under 30 seconds, they will get the last shot as TGA shoots a 3.
Shot. Oh, that was a foul!
Good, but now we've got a slip right there. Santa Monica takes the lead with 20 seconds remaining. 55-54, their first lead of the ball game. 15 seconds remaining. Camonte Jackson with the ball. He's got it outside the three-point line. 10 seconds remaining. Tyler Silva's got the basketball. He's being pressured.
Oh, and he
has the
turns it
ball
over.
stolen. Rebound, or excuse me, ball kicked out. And we got 3.8 seconds remaining. Santa Monica is going to possibly steal this ball game with 3.8. It looked like there could have been either a foul, but I think what happened was it was just a wet spot down on there on the ground. So when Elijah Williams came up with that rebound, the floor came out from under him.
Yeah, from my angle, it might be your computer right here. It looked like the Santa Monica player had a left hand in the back, which might have aided in that slip.
First free throw, good 2-point ball game right here. 3.8 seconds, still quite a bit of time for you to be able to get off a shot, but you're really going to hope that Santa Monica is going to miss this free throw right over here to give you an opportunity to not necessarily have to shoot a three here. But Coach Chavez is incredibly disappointed right down here. Talking to Elijah Williams, number 3. He's talking to him about that rebound right over there and saying, okay, when that happens, you still got to tuck that basketball in.
Right, because he basically, it looked like a scary fall to where he was worried about that knee and he let the ball go. And that's one of the tough things about those slight touches in the back. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but all it takes is for someone to just tap you.
Yep.
And you're
the
so
momentum.
afraid. Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm not worried about the ball anymore. I'm worried about my knees. Nonetheless, we'll still have an opportunity, whether it's a 2-point opportunity or a 3-point opportunity, depends on this free throw. Just a tough meltdown in the last 5 minutes.
So you got to imagine, for those of you guys watching and listening, Santa Monica had not had a lead for 39 minutes and 40 seconds in the game. They took their first lead with 20 seconds left in this game. And that's where you get just like you were talking about, either no hair or gray hair as a coach.
Boy, I'm telling you, and look at these two coaches. Look at both of them. One got gray hair. One looked like he about 27 with a 87-year-old hairline. I'm just playing. Y'all know when I come back, the jokes are coming with me.
And the next free throw is good for Santa Monica. So now Renegades are going to have to put up a 3 right over here, and the ball is tipped. And I don't know why exactly Elijah Williams threw up that basketball from that far, and the clock has hit 0. It looks like this game is over. And wow, what a disappointment right here for the Renegades. The Renegades, with about 2 minutes to play, had a 6-point lead.
Yeah, and you know, those are one of the things that when you go and look at your year, and like I said, I hadn't had a chance to see us much. We came out with great intensity in the first half. Second half, it was like a different team came out of the locker room. Lack of intensity, lack of effort, running the floor. Offensively, you had an opportunity for a 4-on-2 fast break, and you got 2 guys running. Those are the little things that make the difference between success and failure as you're going in the league play. Wow,
a lot of mutual respect right there between the Renegades and the Pirates right over here too, as a lot of love is being given over to Tyler Silva. Silva, who led the way, had the game high of 15 points, all of them coming from downtown. David Solomon leading the way for Santa Monica with 14 points. Also had 9 rebounds as well too. The big man was able to make a really big impact right here. Andrew Hill for the Renegades also put up 12 points. Elijah Williams and Eric Gallardo each with 8 points. And Sean Johnson rounding out the top 5 with 6 points himself. So fantastic work for both teams right over here. But Santa Monica is the one who comes up on top, 57-54.